Hi, this is Eamonn.
And this is Chris.
Thanks for listening to
Fairytale Football.
We've pulled out some highlights from Season 1.
Check out our articles and stats at fairytalefootball.net and follow us on Twitter.
And don't forget to join our league.
Stay tuned for Season 2.
We're live at 2FM here.
Very
This
exciting.
is so exciting.
Welcome everyone to the first ever episode of Fairytale Football.
Fairytale Football.
Fairytale Football.
Brought to you by Faces for Radio Production. And thanks to our sponsors, Porsche.com. Porsche.com. Yeah. We're waiting for the check, but we're sure
Car
it's coming.
Coffee. I'd like to thank Car Coffee Roasters for nothing, because I didn't have time to go there.
We didn't inform them we were looking for sponsorship, so
And
they've
News
given
Talk.
us nothing.
News-
Yeah. But it's all very exciting here, and we've already
there's
had a
news
goal.
already.
There's news already, and it's Romelu Lukaku scoring for Everton.
Lukaku.
Everton versus Crystal Palace, and this has no bearing.
This has a bearing because I think you'll find that Paul Hanley,
He didn't bring in
his
Lukaku.
team has a Crystal Palace midfielder.
Ooh.
Okay,
His team
so
has a Crystal Palace
no
midfielder.
clean sheet.
So
for,
no clean sheet for Jason Punchin.
for Jason Punchin.
Ah.
2 points max now at this point.
And Eamonn tells me that I'm not allowed to tell that person that he is a big loser. But that's what I'm thinking.
I think that we'll consider that an acceptable level of abuse.
Is that an acceptable level
Yeah,
of abuse?
so remember everyone, the living are off limits, but
No,
you can't
this is-
libel the dead.
Well,
So
this is
it's
the
open
first argument.
season on
No,
the dead.
No. Well, Neil McCluskey is dead to me. So
He's not legally dead. No, he's not legally dead, as far as we're
And
aware.
unfortunately, Neil McCluskey's already scored 8 points.
What?
He had stupid cruel in goals.
So he's not. He's
Oh,
by no
God.
means dead.
So-
He's well alive. In
Here,
his
what was the
constitution.
result in the Newcastle match?
Well,
for the audience who may not have tuned in earlier.
3-0 to Newcastle.
Oh, feck. Did
And the goals were scored at Goffrin, Amobi, and Cabela.
what?
Assists for Hedera and Callback. 7 saves for Krul. 8 points.
So I'd like to ask Eamon, as a man who had Krul on his team, for
as of yesterday.
for a significant portion of the fantasy football season, I'd just like to ask Eamon, does he have Tim Krul now that he's got 7 saves and a clean sheet?
No, this
No,
is
no,
my
he doesn't.
This
Oh,
is
so
my
that's
current team.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
This is a disastrous.
This is the sad moment
Turn of
of the
events.
sad moment of the day.
yeah.
Well, because a lot of stuff
What
happened
an
over the
idiot.
week. There was a break in play last week. Of course, we had 2 weeks for people to make transfers and play wild cards, and there's a lot.
Only
happened this
let
week.
me tell you this: only an idiot would have played their wild card last week.
What if they played it
Oh,
like late Friday evening?
No,
after 2
you'd
weeks
have to
of
be
break.
unless you're after 24 points. It was absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
I saw your team. It's shite. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's beep. Shite.
Shite and feck are acceptable. I think
What the fuck?
No, I think we're drawing the line at that. Chris will edit in the beep later to this live broadcast.
So, is there a hierarchy of bad language that we're allowed to use?
We'll stick with shite and feck today, and we'll see after that.
What about hairy Japanese bastard?
That's a Father Ted reference for our Asian listeners. Mark, well, he probably is racist. but-
Are they Asian now? Okay, that was the first racist comment of the broadcast. I think you'll find it came from Eamon rather than me,
In what sense?
because Australians aren't Asian.
Yeah, and
No,
unless-
he said for our Asian
and we're actually
contingent.
No, listeners,
No, it's
listeners.
gentlemen, we're actually champions of Asia at the moment too. As of
I go away,
about
Australia.
2.5 hours ago,
When it's inside as Australia and Asia,
we won the Asia Cup this
Australasia.
morning. If you
it
don't
doesn't
mind.
matter. You're
Yes,
still not in fucking Asia.
it does matter.
It's a different tectonic plate.
We're champions of Asia.
It's a fucking different tectonic. No.
No, Mark's not having it. He
No.
doesn't accept the.
Oh, there's a goal! Christian Eriksen!
No!
There's a goal!
There wasn't, was it?
There's a goal for Christian Eriksen for Spurs. That's and now you know the way Tim Krul used to be on Eamon's team, right?
Yeah.
For our listeners, Tim Krul used to be on Eamon's team,
Yeah.
and he just did really
yesterday
well.
evening.
And now
Yeah.
let me ask Eamon, the player that just scored, Christian Eriksen, is he still on your team, Eamon?
Of course not. Is he still on your team, Mark?
Well, I never had him on my team.
That's not true.
That's
That's not
true.
true.
For
It's
the
not
record.
true.
For
It's
the
not
record.
true. We can go back
It
and
is
check
true.
very
It is
easily,
true.
and we can see that he
It
was
is
on your
true.
team.
No.
Yes, he was. You
But
know
how do
he
you go
was.
back?
You just click back through the team week.
I can't even get the fucking internet working here. So
this again is of almost no relevance to our league. To
is there any
main...
Christian Eriksen? Did any of our players at any of our league?
How do we mute the mic, Chris?
There's no mute.
What do
no
you mute
mute.
him? Why do you want to mute the mic?
For a quick off-air discussion during the live broadcast.
Well, when the ads come on the fantasy football thing, we can have an off-air discussion.
So
Can we go off-air?
Why would we go off-air?
Just in case we wanted to have a quick chat.
Like what?
I don't know, just about stuff.
there's no technical difficulties at the moment.
Okay, that's right. So as soon as there's a technical difficulty, we can have an off-air chat then. So we're waiting for something to break down. Your team is a disgrace, by the way, today, Mark.
Excuse me, that is personal abuse and it is not acceptable on a radio broadcast.
It is.
My team is amazing.
It's not personal abuse, it's a description
My
of your
team is amazing.
I would be horrified if I had that too.
It's a brilliant team. Bruce play.
No, he didn't play.
He didn't
and
play.
if he did play, he would have got no
Bruce,
points.
well, he's a magnificent defender, and I put good players in my team.
I
don't just put players. Nil minute. Load of bollocks. I have Taylor, and Taylor is going to get a hat-trick against Southampton.
Donut, no points. Bruce,
it's
no
okay,
points.
it's
Sanchez,
okay, it's
no
okay.
points.
A hat-trick of touches doesn't do anything for your team, mate.
I assumed you would have done the research on watch match.
Researching? Oh no, my beer!
I'm looking forward to talking to Neil later on. If we can call him in.
Do we take phone calls from our audience?
Yes, of course.
At any time. At any time, if anybody wants to call in with a comment,
you know how to find us.
Feel free to ring. Not my phone.
Yeah, some of you have my number. Anyways. Damien Foley has my number, anyways.
And we can remind people that you can make comments on the line there on the Mixer website there.
Okay, and Chris Brown will read them out as they come in.
Yes, but you have to log in to you have to make an account and log in. We can officially confirm we've had one total listen.
Joe McDevitt's team is looking alright. Aguero, Hazard, Oscar, Downing, Chadley.
All the people that played their wild cards this week, Mark, which you are still saying.
As I said,
how can he afford all those players for 99 million?
Well, because he has more money than you, because he manages his money better.
He doesn't have more money than you.
He has
9 million less than
but he's got better
and he
players
left Jan-Man on the bench. Oh, Joe McDevitt kicking himself.
What did Jan-Man
6 points at the moment.
The thing about Joe McDevitt is that he manages his money better than you do.
In what sense can you claim that?
But his team is better than yours.
No, I didn't say that. We should go back to the beginning of the show and say what this podcast is about, because some people who are tuned in won't know really. This is about fantasy football, the English Premier League, fantasy football, and our particular little office league between about 9 of us to see who's the greatest at picking fantasy football players. And it's very important. And currently the league is Chris Smith with the Jealous Guys in number 1. The Dark Lord Paul Hanley in number 2.
Our sound effect.
Dun, 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 dun,
we'll
dun,
have proper sound effects next time.
Well, Paul Hanley, correct me if I'm wrong, has won every competition in the last
5 years.
Paul Hanley is the greatest fantasy football player to ever walk this earth. He's not the best person, but he's the best fantasy football player. Paul Hanley has won 4 years in a row, I believe. And the last person to win the fantasy football league before Paul Hanley was the great Mark O'Callaghan.
We're unfamiliar with his work.
I don't know whether this
and before the general record is that before Paul Hanley came along, I think it's fair to say that Chris Smith was the best player. Generally I would have come second, and the rest of them were a bit rubbish.
Who was managing the Excel spreadsheet at that time?
Chris Smith,
Chris Smith, who asked to win it.
No,
that's just a coincidence.
Well, it's a mere coincidence that the man who managed the Excel spreadsheet back in the day actually won the...
That's a coincidence.
We have a live stream here of...
No, don't say...
we have no live streams.
No, we have no live streams.
We have no live streams.
We have no license to any live streams. So
well, we have a license. We have a license.
Do you have a license to watch?
I have a license.
Alright, okay, Mark is watching something on his laptop. Somebody's gone down and somebody else is holding their hands
up. At the moment, I'm watching Manchester United versus Leicester.
It's very exciting. It's 0-0.
Oh, King! I just see King there, a magnificent player.
Magnificent. Did you have him in your team for a long period of time?
I had him for a very long period of time.
Did he do anything for you in all that time?
He did things like I just saw there, like basically hacking people down.
Can we just go back to the great Paul Hanley for a second? Because I'm confused in this greatness, because he has made 4 transfers this week.
Yeah, he seems to have gone insane this week.
In fact, I think we got a text message from a certain Chris Smith. Well, I think it was a personal text message just for me, but I'm going to read it out anyway.
I love you,
because
Mark.
it's an excellent message. It's Oh, that was a great night. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Is Hanley a genius or the new Alan Gibson? Discuss. And that is our
Alan
first
Gibson
official.
will be a
Thank you,
feature
Chris.
later in the week. That's our official text in.
So well, it's kind of a personal message to me, but I'm considering an official text into the
Is
Fantasy
Smithy
Football
listening
podcast.
live? Text him there, ask him is he listening. And we need to get it up to 2 listeners.
So I'm going to text.
I think once we get to 2, we'll have reached the critical mass, and at that point, it's going to go mad. So we'll be talking about Alan Gibson and his fall from grace. He
was
first.
never grace.
No, he was first in the league after week 1, after a series of insane decisions worked out, and since then his series of insane decisions has led to him sliding down the league, so that he's now in 9th place, 9th out of 10.
Oh no!
no!
God
more
Almighty!
fear loss.
This is.
Marco Callan
I
making an absolute
apologise.
ball.
I apologise. I feel like Eamonn Dunphy.
Damn.
Oh, we have a goal! Harry Kane! Harry Kane gets a goal!
Yes.
Harry Kane!
Yes.
This is so exciting.
Oh, fantastic.
Where's our sound effects?
Everyone has Harry Kane, so
Oh,
it makes
everybody.
absolutely no difference.
Goal!
Goal,
Lazio.
Dembele, 2 assists. Dembele, whatever.
Dembele.
I'm not
If
good
you at
pronouncing
least-
people properly.
If you're going to be on the Fantasy Football podcast,
if
you're
I,
going
there's
to
one thing
pronounce
I've
their
learned
names properly.
from punditry
No,
is
it's
that
rude.
pronouncing
No.
people's name
No.
is not important.
No.
In fact,
No.
the worse
No.
your pronunciation, the
No.
better a pundit you are.
No.
Have you ever heard John Giles pronouncing anyone's
John
name?
Giles is an idiot.
We'd like to distance ourselves from that remark. Mark meant to say that he's not.
Sorry,
good at pronouncing
I'd like to
people's names.
apologise. That was an accident. When I said idiot, I meant a wonderful person.
So yes, we're going to try and avoid lawsuits, as I mentioned at the
Yes,
top of the
because the
show.
one person that's watching
is John Giles.
is John
It's
Giles.
not it's John Giles. Thanks, John, for listening. Keep listening.
Keep listening, John.
We'll send you a t-shirt.
Yeah, we'll send you a t-shirt.
You were a good player, like back in the day, I suppose.
Mark says we're giving one beautiful compliment after another. Chadley not playing.
What?
Not playing.
Oh my
Not
God.
playing. Oh my God!
This is
this
a shocking
just in.
vista.
Just in 20 minutes after the game.
What's
starts.
our breaking news?
Breaking news is that
Costa's
an
not
hour and a
playing.
half ago it was announced that Chadley wasn't starting. Is he even on the bench? Let's click in and see. This is very exciting.
Master
Chadley is on the bench.
Chadley is
sitting
benched.
next to Andros Townsend. He must be
He's
feeling
rubbish.
depressed. And
Although he also gets to sit next to Stambouli, which is exciting.
Stambouli
has a
name.
wonderful personality.
It's a wonderful name. I don't know anything about the player, and I'm not interested since he's not in my fantasy football league or anyone else's. Mark, you know something about Stambouli personally? That
Stambouli
isn't libelous?
No, sorry, I don't know anything that isn't libelous.
if it's known to be true,
Well,
then it's not libelous.
I'm going to do a Google of Stambouli and
Okay,
see.
Google him.
Or I mean, I know lots of things, and I'm just thinking about the most interesting.
The only thing that is working against Neil at the moment is he had Amobi on the bench.
And
I don't know
we-
if
You
you
had
mentioned
who?
that.
Amiobi.
Amiobi.
On
8
Neil's
points.
bench.
8 points.
So-
Well, one of his players, Chadley, isn't playing.
Chadley isn't playing.
And,
OMG.
that's another 8-pointer for
And
McCluskey.
Spurs are winning
McCluskey
comfortably.
is kicking ass. If you're listening, McCluskey, somehow.
Well done, McCluskey.
We'd
you're
love
doing
you to
great.
call in and tell us how
call
you feel
in
about
and
it.
gloat. This is your one chance, Neil. This is the 1 week where you'll have done well. Call in.
Does
Tell us
anybody,
how it feels.
does anybody have Neil McCluskey's number?
No. What's our position, Chris Brown, in terms of sponsors?
At the moment, it's Stella Artois.
Stella Artois.
I have to say that I'm very much enjoying this cool and creamy Stella Artois.
Yes, it
And
tastes
it
lovely.
totally did not spill all over the table.
Every time I put it down, it doesn't foam out over the top.
Well, it helps if you don't shake it, you know.
I didn't shake it. I was so excited about Harry Kane's goal.
So thank you to Stella Artois, and we are available for other companies in the Cork
I'd
area.
also like to thank Sony and Toshiba.
Yeah. And what's that? That's
That's a Toshiba as well. Oh God, aren't they great?
They're
They do
brilliant.
laptops. They do great laptops.
They're,
And they do
they're
great
everywhere.
telly.
They're everywhere.
Picture's
They're
so
lovely.
clear.
Oh yeah. It's like I'm there. It's like I'm watching.
If you go to Toshiba.com, you'll get a
whoever
great
that
deal
person
on another television. Look, at the end of the day, nobody cares about Damien.
I'll be honest.
Well,
that
I do. I'm chasing
You
you down.
care
I'm
about
right
it.
behind him.
So you're
we should talk rivalries within the league.
We didn't get
So-
further past Paul Henley there, so
You-
maybe
you-
to recap the. current
Okay,
season.
so like here's the way the league breaks down. We've got the top two, Chris Smith and Paul Hanley,
Who nobody
battling
can catch.
for supremacy.
Supremacy.
Supremacy. Thank you. That was poorly pronounced on my part. Chris Smith, out of 3,442,168 players, Chris Smith is in 1,483 position.
But he did actually have a spike there. He was at the top 300 there.
He was in the top 300. That's how good he is. The top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%.
Yes,
maybe.
I think that you'll find that statistic was just pulled straight out of Eamonn O'Leary's arse.
I refuse to accept that that's the case. It was the top 1% of the top 1% is where he was, which is pretty good.
It's really good.
Better than any of us have ever done. So that's how good Chris Smith is.
And Paul Hanley is still
top
catching.
1,500.
But
Paul Hanley will grind him down.
The thing
and
about
destroy
Chris
him.
Smith is that we can say he's great and all that, but the fact of the matter is that Paul Hanley is probably going to beat him this
Almost
season.
certainly.
And
There's
as
a
Paul
long
Hanley
time
has
to
beaten
go.
him every season.
Yeah. But they're the top two. That's the major tussle.
Paul Hanley has a special secret.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really he has two secrets to his success.
Mm-hmm.
The first is that his job. He's a lecturer, so which means he basically does nothing. He works 4 hours a week, and he's got the perfect opportunity to do fantasy football for the rest of us.
We catch up with the
Chris
second
would
goal.
like to distance ourselves from those claims. That's a personal opinion.
It's a fact.
That's
It is
a
a fact
personal
that he's
opinion.
It is a fact that he's a lecturer.
That's a fact.
It's facts. So
it's
you
almost
can fill in the
certainly not
gaps.
true that he
You
works
can
4
fill in
hours
the
a
gaps
week.
yourself.
He's a very hard-working man. He doesn't just spend all his time playing fantasy football. That's not what he does. No, it's just not true. He doesn't get some of his students to work in his fantasy football team.
Oh, that's not true.
And give him extra credit. Incidentally, Paul Hanley went for Falcao as captain. This is the kind of lunacy that you'd usually expect from who? From Alan
Gibson.
Alan Gibson.
Would anybody like to see the live goal of my night? That
Tell
was
it.
miles offside. It was miles offside.
Wait. Who got the assist?
It was
Great finish.
It looked like Blind.
Great finish from Van Persie. He may have been
It was a
outside.
great finish,
We
and it was miles
We haven't
offside.
seen the angle. Keeper did rubbish. If they had put Hammer in goal,
If they
it
had
would have been a beautiful
I think
save.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah. As soon as they put him.
Kane scored. We saw
Yeah,
that.
that's ages ago. Old news.
Old
Alan
Come on,
Gibson's
keep up,
captain
Chris.
is Pele.
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 Yet another insane decision from
His captain
Alan
is
Gibson.
Pele.
It's been a big day. Australia is champions of Asia.
You're not in Asia.
We
You're
are,
not
and
in
we're the
Asia.
champions of Asia. I got up early this
I like your
morning.
car accent. I
I
like
thought that was
that.
an Italian.
We're the champions of Asia. So you
Who
got
did
up
you
early
beat to get that particular honour?
We beat South
great
Korea.
victory
The
against
Republic, the
Iraq.
Grand Republic of Korea.
The People's Republic of Korea or
The good one or the bad one?
which one's the good one? Which one's the bad
Well,
one? That's the question. I suppose.
that's a personal interpretation.
I'll tell you what, it was a fantastic match. It went to
And what was
extra
the
time.
score?
2-1 in extra time.
So all the goals were scored in extra time.
No. There was one goal in normal time, one goal in the last minute of extra time of normal time, and then in overtime there was a goal to Australia.
So can you explain to me how Australia are in the Asian Cup even though they're in Oceania?
No, well, I can't because I'm not in the.
If they weren't included with Asia,
Federation.
they'd have no competition. They'd be on
Maybe
the New Zealand.
Yeah. Papua New Guinea or Papua New Guinea or they in Asia? Tonga, Fiji,
These are not footballing
Samoa.
mighty nations.
Samoa. If they made some of those rugby players, those big fellas, soccer players, I'd say they'd be better than Australia. No, that's one thing, sure.
I don't know. Controversial.
Well, anyway, congratulations to Australia on their magnificent Asian Cup victory.
Well done, Australia. You beat Korea in football. Well
It was a
done.
good game.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're the champions, so.
That's
Well done. There's danger here.
Danger here.
For Man United. Oh, it's a great
good
save. It's a goal. It's a goal.
And is it Van Persie
It looks
again?
like
No!
Falcao. It's Falcao.
No!
It's a goal for Falcao. Somebody suddenly looks like a genius, and that
Paul
man is
Hanley
Paul
does
Hanley.
it again.
Paul Hanley.
Every time.
If you're
That is
listening,
a
Paul, we
goal.
love you to dial in.
By the way, why did you call him Australia too?
Well, last year
He
I
was
was
Australia.
Australia 1. I was just Australia, so this
Well,
is an
if
upgraded model.
If you're here for a million years, you're going to call him Australia a million.
Well, yeah. Yes, of course. I'm going to keep getting better, so I'm going to.
You're not going to keep
I'm
getting
chasing
better.
you down already. If I get
You're
any
not
better, I'm
chasing
going
us
to be in
down.
front of
You're
you.
not.
Chris
No.
Brown is the most improved player this year in the Fantasy Football League. I think that's fair.
Yeah, but look where he improved from.
Yeah, it was a low
He
base.
improved
I
from
suppose.
absolutely incompetent to
But
incompetent.
he's now battling with Damien Foley. Which,
Well, that just says
which-
more about Damien Foley than it says. Well, he had 17 children last year. Like,
That's not true. I would like to say.
Alan
it's
Gibson's
not
already
true.
scored 11 points this week. How many have you got?
Shut up.
8.
Shut up. I have now. You can't be making accusations like that. Oh, a goal for QPR. Goal for QPR.
Yes.
Nico Kranjkar.
In pronouncing the names correctly is not important.
Nico Kranjkar. That's a clean sheet lost for Stoke. Oh, I have a message coming in.
Yes.
Listening, need more slagging. Look, I'd like to thank you, Chris. We have our first official text in to our podcast from the magnificent Chris Smith.
Yeah. Number 1 in the league.
Chris, the best in the world.
Hey, we love you, Chris.
And official, look, Chris, this is this bollocks Eamonn O'Leary. He's saying I'm not allowed, he says I'm not allowed to mock Neil McCluskey, even though he's clearly an idiot.
These are the rules of
And
the
also,
internet.
he says I'm not. No, they're not the rules of the internet. He says
They are the rules of
I'd
the
like to
internet.
read out Chris's message.
Please.
Listening, need more slagging.
Okay. Needs to be more interesting.
I'd like
Mark,
Chris to-
you're just bollocks.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
Look, let's just get down
Because
to brass
I
tacks.
said right,
Look
Chris
at
Smith.
your
No,
team.
let's not
Your
get
team
that.
is rubbish.
Chris Smith.
Your team is rubbish.
That's not- no,
Bruce.
no,
You
no.
put Bruce in
I
defence,
prefer-
even though he was like orange,
no,
and he
no,
doesn't
no,
play, and he's
no,
rubbish, and they're
no,
playing away
no,
to
no,
Newcastle,
no.
and they lost 3-0.
I
and
won't-
he
I'll
didn't
tell you
play.
why I can't, Bruce.
Why
No.
did you put him? Why?
I'd like to shut up you. Shut up you. I'd like to
explain yourself.
because Chris Smith
Explain
is
yourself.
because Chris Smith is listening. Oh, and Chris Smith has an assist for and
Oh, for God's
Chris
sake.
Smith, well done. You have
no.
an assist.
That's
I'd
rubbish.
like to tell you.
How did he get this?
From Patrick Van Aanholt.
For the love of God. And he'd probably get
Yes.
2 clean sheets.
He
He's
has an
2
assist.
Sunderland people in his team.
He has an assist,
That's
and
outrageous.
he has Wisdom, who also conceded 2 goals, unfortunately. So, Chris, you're doing a bit shit compared to Paul Hanley. Would you like to send a message? If
would
you
you like to
send a
comment
message,
on your team's
would you like to
performance?
comment?
Would you like to explain why your team is doing so
No,
badly?
I would like Chris to make a comment. Chris, I know you're listening, so can you please make a comment on Falcao getting a goal for Man United and Paul Hanley
Outrageous.
having him as captain?
Outrageous.
Damien Foley, in a fit of pique, has kept Diego Costa on his team.
He hasn't.
He has kept Diego Costa.
David Foley seems to have lost his mind. He's got Costa up front,
What has he done?
Sanchez on the bench, Chester on the bench.
Did he make a transfer this game?
We're going to need to talk.
He made 2
We're going to need
transfers.
to make a.
Well, we will be calling. Are we, do
He's
we have-
already played as well.
Do we have Damien Foley scheduled to?
I sent him
to
a
speak?
message, but he has.
He made
refused
2
to respond.
transfers. I'd
He
like
made
to say-
2 transfers.
Damien Foley transferred out Sigurdsson for Callback, which
Okay.
is a good move.
Yeah, that's
in
worked out,
retrospect,
right?
and Boyd for Punchin, which was a bad move.
Well, it's a strange move. But he's kept Costa, who's out for 3 games.
Out for 3 games. And
He's no
he
good.
has Sanchez and Chester.
Yeah, so he's
And-
got no support left.
So basically, he needs
come in.
Clichy to come in.
But he does have Bertrand and Klein, who are
No,
guaranteed
Bertrand
to
and
clean
Klein
sheets.
are shite.
He's got Chambers in defence, who almost certainly won't play.
I think Man United will keep a clean sheet though. It's betting corner of the day.
Yeah.
Well, Alan Gibson. The big bet is Alan Gibson and Eamonn
Oh,
O'Leary have a
magic
bet of
beer!
€20.
Hooray!
Have a bet of €20
On
beer. Oh no, off back. I have the car. I can't drink drive on the radio, I suppose.
No.
I
can't
just
be
to let you know, I
endorsing
only
that.
have the 1 bottle before I drive my Porsche.com home.
Mark is driving a pretend Porsche. Is that what it's called?
A lot of people would call it a hairdresser's Porsche. I didn't feel it that way until I drove in this afternoon, and I saw some fella pass me out in a bigger Porsche.
Oh no!
And did you feel
I felt
less
small.
less
My penis felt a lot smaller. Am I allowed to say that on the radio?
I believe penis being a scientific term is acceptable.
I meant it scientifically.
Scientifically, yeah.
But let's not change the subject. Let's not digress.
Eamonn O'Leary foolishly, in a
€20.
moment of insanity, decided to bet €20 that Liverpool would finish ahead of Man United this year in
So,
the English Premier
Eamonn
League.
has.
Very
So the
exciting.
assist
We
will
don't
have come
know.
from-
Jeff Stelling's
we just don't know.
head is about to explode.
We just don't know.
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Somebody might know. And
Chris Kamara, doesn't Chris Kamara have a
Kamara.
lovely moustache?
He's got a beautiful moustache, and he is a wonderful presenter of football news. So, if for all of you lucky enough to be watching Sky Sports while listening to this, you can enjoy.
How many people do you think are doing that?
Most, I would.
So have our can we get our viewer, our listener
we
count?
have one elsewhere, so I'm assuming that might be
That's
Chris
Chris.
Smith.
So we
Smith.
have
Hey!
2 viewers. Our listeners.
Listeners, they're not viewing us. I hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell where they're listening from?
No.
Elsewhere,
Elsewhere.
because he hasn't logged in.
All right. So we'd like you to log in, please.
Log in so you can leave comments. Come on, Chris.
You have
we
any
know
more
it's you.
comments? We really need comments
Damien
from people.
Foley, where are you?
It's just coming up to half time now. This was an exciting half of football.
In 18 minutes, we'll have to take a break here because we have
a break. Do we have food?
Yeah.
Here, I hope you're feeding us because I'm not here for free. Like.
No. Mark will work for one sandwich or a slice of cake.
And Mark decided to bring in his magnificent generosity a cream egg.
A cream egg.
Australian.
And what did he give
and
for
the
Eamonn O'Leary?
And the Milky Bar for Eamonn O'Leary.
Milky Bar.
And I think you'll find that he's not out of date.
I forgot Alan Gibson, who's actually winning the league, the week at the moment.
Alan Gibson is winning
21 points.
What?
Alan Gibson.
Alan Gibson has 21 points. Walters has
Walters!
scored 11 points.
Alan Gibson has
Alan
Walters.
Gibson has Walters.
This is amazing news.
Out.
What a player.
What a genius.
Alan Gibson.
Super genius.
And I think you'll find that Alan Gibson is in close proximity to us.
He's nearby. He himself
with
and
these,
a large mob.
There's a mob of communists walking through the
saying, "No way, we won't pay."
No
and
way,
other
we won't
catchy
pay.
tunes.
No
like
way,
that.
we won't pay. End the Kenny, not a penny. End the Kenny, not a penny.
Alan was 302 points behind Chris Smith.
302 points.
He's quickly reeling us in. To recap, Alan Gibson, Neil McCluskey.
So the two most rubbish players.
Damien Foley on 17 with Paul Hanley on 17. And I have 15, which is not a bad start.
Mid-table.
Yeah. And the two of you have 14 points.
I'm very happy with that so far.
Joe with 11, and Chris, unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you, mate, you only have 10.
We're back on the air. How long were we off the air?
For those of you who missed the introduction, this is via the magic of the telephone.
We'll call him the professor now because he's at the...
You're back on air, actually.
We're back on air.
We're back. How long were we off the air, Chris?
Smith.
Well...
Yeah, I don't know. Were you flying around the far side of the moon or something?
It might have been that.
From the Death Star here. From our studios in Opera Lane.
Sponsored by News Talk.
There's a march that went past there.
There's a march, yeah.
The Code Rebels were singing, "No way, he won't play. No way, he won't play."
We think that was a reference to Gibson's captaincy choice, but we're not sure.
And also, Gibson has Jonathan Walters, who got 2 goals.
I'm like, you're breaking up on me, boys.
We're breaking up. Shh. So, Chris, how do you see...
I'm going to head off. I'm going to see what the BBC have to say.
You're listening to the BBC rather than us.
No, Chris, no.
All right,
Chris, before you go, tell us, how do you see the second half going?
How do what?
How do you see the second half going? What's going to happen?
How do I see the second half going? Oh, Man United 6-0.
6-0.
Falcao 4 goals.
Right.
Paul Hanley on top of the fan.
No, don't say that.
Pessimistic.
Don't say
Glass
that.
half full,
Don't
Chris.
say
Glass
that.
half full.
Alternatively, Van Arnholt get a
Hat-trick.
hat-trick.
He still has... Paul still has to pay the price of making 4 transfers.
Yeah, so that's minus 12 for Paul.
-8,
Yeah. There's no way he's even if
No,
Falcao
minus
gets
8
fired.
only. He had 2 free.
Oh, yeah, 2 free transfers.
Yeah, he didn't go that
clever.
way.
Gomez, Bafétemi Gomez is
18
going to
points
destroy.
apiece.
Is going to
Yeah,
destroy.
Gomez is on fire.
Yeah.
Now that they've got rid of Bonnie and Sigurdsson, who've been holding them back for the last few
They
weeks.
have, I agree. Boney and
Yeah,
Sigurdsson.
without
really
Bonnie and
gonna
Sigurdsson, the
push
2
on.
players have scored all their goals this
I
year. I think their chances of scoring have increased.
Although we will have a story about Sigurdsson in the second half at some point, I think.
Thank you for calling in,
No
Chris.
idea. Thanks very much, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Much appreciated.
Keep listening.
First call in, alright.
Yeah.
You need to
well-
ring Mr. Hanley now.
We've no agreement with Paul Hanley for this episode.
Do we have his phone number?
I can get it.
We
yeah,
can
yeah.
call him.
Yeah, I'll text him. I'll send him a text see if he's willing to speak on air.
Did he write back to you about listening in?
He did, yeah. He's gone, I think.
He's gone. Is Chris gone?
We lost him.
Alright,
Oh,
ring
he's still
Hanley.
there.
Ring Hanley. That's my advice. Ring
Okay.
Hanley.
Well, we don't want to hear the gloat.
And if you've any comments, Chris, feel free to text.
I will.
Feel
I
free
will
to text in the
it.
second
I
half.
know the lines are busy.
The lines are busy.
Okay, next caller.
Thanks very much, Chris Smith.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Chris.
Number 1 in the league, our hero.
Keep up the great work there, Smith.
God, isn't he
and-
an awful idiot?
Let's hope he has a chance to go from the phone call to
He's
getting
full
the
of crap.
stream back up.
He's full of crap.
That was one lovely compliment from Mark McCallum. Chris, if you've just tuned back in, Mark has just been talking about you in glowing terms.
Glowing terms.
Glowing.
Glowing terms.
Steaming.
Come on, Noah.
got to one of the
we
two
never
bets
finished
going
the
on
bets.
this year. Yeah, there's two bets going on this year. There's the Liverpool
two.
versus Man United insanity that I
I
foolishly
think
got involved
they-
in.
okay,
What was the other bet going on this year?
The other bet, which I'm slightly more worried about, that I have already won one of them. The other bet is between Eamonn O'Leary and Mark O'Callaghan regarding who will finish ahead by the end of the season in our.
Just that though, we had two bets. First bet was
We did
finishing end of week 19,
End
halfway
of
through
week
the season, end of the
On
year.
top.
Who was ahead? And how did
Is that a question?
That was both.
It was that a
that was
question.
both the terms of the bet and the question.
Well,
how did that finish, Mark?
Well,
Give me the build up.
Imagine
Imagine it was the day before the end of it. Where were things standing one day before it ended?
I was shitting myself.
Why were
It
you
was
shitting
terrible. Well,
Give us the
I
standing.
think
One
going-
game
I
to
think
go.
about three. I think it started. It started getting exciting, really. I suppose 3 game weeks before
I'd been
before
excited
week
about that.
19. It had
But-
been exciting all the time in its own
say-
way. But we were
before
always
December,
close.
who'd been winning? Who'd been winning pretty much
it was
every
nip and
week?
tuck.
Who'd been winning essentially every week? from the beginning
Okay,
of the
well, I
season? Who was
think
ahead
it's fair
comfortably?
to say that Eamonn was
Comfortably
ahead by a decent
Like, say,
margin.
20-30 points, like consistently.
Until about 4 weeks.
Beginning of December.
to the
Things
end.
started to go awry.
And I'll tell you what
for
happens to
Eamonn.
poor old Eamonn.
Yeah.
Sergio Aguero
No.
happens. It was Sergio Aguero with his 2 goals and an assist.
So, anyways, it gets to Christmas, and Mark had been.
Christmas is
And
very
it was
exciting.
like
It
16
ruined
points
Christmas.
ahead all of a sudden. And with 1 week to go, I was a good bit behind.
You were 13
I was
points.
dead and
You were
buried.
13 points behind with 1
With
week to go.
one game week to go.
And-
Dead and buried.
15 seconds and then we have to take a break.
Okay, so
Okay,
we'll come back.
We'll come back.
This is
We'll
too
leave you on
exciting.
tenterhooks.
Yeah, we don't want
We'll
to
leave you on
just
tenterhooks.
give the game away. Okay,
How long
we're
will we
having
take
a
a
break.
How long will we take a break?
3-minute break, and then you're back.
3-minute break.
3
Okay.
minutes. Okay, it's 4:06.
Bye.
We're back. Very
We're
exciting.
back on live.
Back on.
And this is Fantasy
Fairytale Football.
Fairytale
Fantasy football for fairies.
Fairytale football.
Until we get a
fairies
better name.
being non-existent magical creatures. Yes.
So exciting
Massive
breaking news! I've massive
exciting
breaking news. Christmas. I have a discussion message.
point.
I have a message from Christmas
Mhm.
for radio. Now I think he might be messaging you, Eamon,
Okay.
because he's saying tell O'Callaghan to look at the league table. What
Look at the league
What league table is that?
Okay, I guess this is the overall.
We're
league
all
table.
looking at the league table and we're not seeing any
Well,
changes.
what are you
there now.
talking about,
What
Chris?
are you,
We need more
Chris,
information.
we'd like to.
We need more
don't
more
know-
details.
We
More
don't know.
details.
We don't know what you're on about. You're
The
talking,
league table won't update until later this evening.
Chris. You're
what
talking.
he's
You're
referring
talking
to-
shite. To be honest, there now.
No. To be fair, what
Maybe
he's
he
referring
means
to
to-
is the fact that he's winning the
Oh,
competition.
Okay. Oh well. Is
And
that
he's
what
leading-
that might have been in response to
He's-
Mark O'Callaghan's beautiful compliments.
I was a goal for Liverpool.
Goal for Liverpool, yes!
A goal for
Sterling,
Liverpool.
no one
Raheem
has Sterling.
Chris, see how close we
Legend.
were ahead of the BBC. We are the BBC.
In general, the show will have no interest in the actual results of the matches.
All we care, but we care that Raheem
but-
Sterling scored because
But every now and again, I will scream with delight or agony as Liverpool.
I do
will
have a
do
Liverpool
something.
supporter here.
Yeah.
Eamonn
I'm a
O'Leary.
Liverpool supporter, a
Leon
Olympic Leon,
Lyonnais.
and Cork City supporter,
Saint-Étienne-
and we have an Australian.
Saint-Étienne
that's-
Enculé.
Champions
That's
of
how
Asia.
that fit for radio.
If you're
Oh,
listening,
if you're listening in
that
France,
means-
I'm
means
Je suis,
we love
je
you.
suis désolé.
Je suis désolé. We're all désolé here. We're waiting for more information on
Information on
the,
the goal for
Raheem
Liverpool. The
Sterling.
goal for Liverpool from Raheem Sterling.
You may be able to hear me eating an olive, courtesy of Chris
I don't think
Chris
you
Brown. It's a very nice olive.
If you're still
one of our
listening out-
sponsors.
Those olives are sponsored by News Talk.
No.
Look at the size of these olives.
No,
They're the biggest olives in the world.
they are very large olives.
They're like testicles, in case anybody was wondering.
Also, you've got Bruce.
Bruce. I can't get rid of him. I had to look.
Why
it
can't
is-
you get rid of
It
him?
is insanity to make 2 transfers the week before you are playing your wild card. It's insanity.
Fine, but
So
you've
I had
got
to get rid of
Boyd
him.
coming
No,
in instead
no.
of Sanchez.
Yeah.
And
Sanchez
you've
is
got
gonna
Taylor.
play.
Taylor coming
You
in.
heard it here
That's all.
first. In breaking news from our
Cazorla
headquarters
Sanchez is going to play.
From our headquarters
Arsene Wenger's comments yesterday
at-
were a ruse.
at the
A
Emirates
ruse.
at the Emirates Stadium live. That is actually a lie. But I'd like to tell you that Sanchez is going to play. And if he doesn't, I am fucked.
That is a Fairytale Football exclusive. That's our first exclusive, I think.
Yeah.
Sanchez will play. Those of you who sold him or dropped him should feel quite foolish now because he will be playing tomorrow. Aston Villa rubbish.
But he's not going to do anything.
He's not going to do 2 penalties, an assist, and 2 more goals.
You are so
4
goals.
23, and
telling you right
26
he's
points.
not even going to play.
Captain,
he's not even going to play. He's not even going to play.
52 points.
You're about to see the first physical violence of the podcast soon.
We're not seeing it. It's
There'll
a
be
podcast.
no violence on the podcast.
Nobody can hear anything. I've got a text message in. Damien Foe wasn't listening, I'm afraid.
What?
Had to go out with kids. Just tuned in to hear the exclusive about Sanchez. We have another listener. Yes.
Damien Foley.
Hey.
We love you, Damien.
So that was an exclusive, as Damien Foley has just reiterated.
And the other exclusive,
Sanchez will be playing.
The other exclusive is that Santi Cazorla is going to do nothing, and that Eamonn O'Leary is a bollocks. So now that Damien Foley has
now that we're up to three listeners, are we up to 3 listeners? Have we lost anyone?
It keeps telling us nothing.
Nothing.
So we have no listeners. So we're basically just listening to ourselves.
Well, no, it doesn't tell us how many people are listening. So the word on the street is there's actually everyone in town is listening.
Yes.
Basically everybody is listening.
Finally. Gibson has got us on speakerphone at the march.
Yeah, we're actually now more.
No
more
way, we won't pay.
We will pay. I'll pay my water bill. I'd like to say for the record.
Can he not have any?
I will pay. And I think Alan Gibson is wrong in this. In his.
Oh my God! That is not the official position of
Fairytale Football as a unit is a socialist.
With Eamonn is the big fucking Finophiler fascist.
I'm a radical right wing.
He's a Finophiler fascist.
I believe in paying for water.
I believe in living at home so that you don't have to pay for anything ever. And I believe everybody should be in that position.
And news on the street is that your mum's just tuned in to listen.
My mother?
Really?
Mother.
Mammy, I'll be home for dinner. I'll be home in a minute. Maybe something nice.
He's just playing with his friends. It's fine.
Maybe something nice. That's what I told her. She was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, we've got a text message.
A text message. We have a message.
Yeah. Is this being recorded for listening later? Chris Brown.
Not at this point. No.
Fucking Egypt, like.
No, it's not currently available. But it will be. We can make it available.
We can make it available.
We will make it. It will be available.
It'll be available somewhere on the network. No.
If you missed the first hour, you should be able to catch up on it.
We will make it available to those who.
Although we did have a slight blackout period during the first half.
There was a
technical difficulty due to the Australians.
I know you're going to be shocked to hear this, Damien, but we had a technical difficulty.
And we took a little break as well.
We took a 3-minute break. It was lovely. We had a very nice break.
Yeah.
I ate a Milky Way bar. It was a Milky Way.
It was a Milky Way bar.
It was a Milky Bar. A Milky Bar.
And as everybody knows, the Milky Bar kid is strong and tough, and only the best is good enough.
Sponsored by the O'Callaghan shop.
Sponsored by O'Callaghan Superstores, Columbia Ovens, County Cork. Are they almonds?
They're almonds. Yeah, they're lovely. Did you throw the almonds away?
Yeah, I spat them out.
Oh, you idiot! They're lovely.
There's probably my saliva might be on them, but you can have them if you want.
No.
It's good saliva.
Good saliva. There's good saliva and bad saliva, just like bacteria.
There'll be no saliva sharing on the.
There'll be no saliva sharing.
No,
we're keeping that for the video version.
That's members only podcast.
By the way, when are we supposed to get naked?
I think that happened. For those of you
there's only one of us naked right now. There's only one of us naked right now.
And you can guess who that is. Text in your guesses.
Text. That's our competition. Our
competition for today. Guess which of the 3 of the panelists is naked.
And the competition is to win Marco Callahan's Christmas jumper.
You're the only person in our league who has not played the January wildcard.
Oh, very exciting.
Well, I would like to put online that yes, I have not played my January wildcard.
So that means in the next 7 days you're going to be wildcarding it up.
Let's just say that there will be major changes, and I'm going to be top of the league next week, and you're all shite, and I'm great. I was kind of afraid because I think Eamonn was telling me, "Oh, you play your wildcard all the way up to the 6th of February," and I'm very worried that I'm still not sure that he's not lying. In fact, what I am going to do live on air is to activate my wildcard.
Oh my God! Another exclusive.
You heard it. He's
going to activate
I'm going to activate my wildcard on air.
Damien Foley, Technically, I have a further 5 listeners with me. Down to 4 now.
now.
Got to go.
No, don't go. No, Damien,
No.
come back.
We were up to 7 listeners.
If your children are listening, like I'll buy them sweeties if they keep listening.
We love you all, Follies. Keep listening. We need.
Please don't
We
go.
nearly got
Foley.
to double digits.
Please
there
don't go.
for
What's
it.
your excuse?
The
Call us.
the sponsorship money is going to start rolling in once we get into double digits. Penalty to Tottenham as a Kyle Walker cross. It's the raised hand of Julian
So that has an
Lescott.
assist for
Julian
Kyle Walker.
Lescott makes a ball.
Julian Lescott, the player
makes
who
a
played.
ball.
Julian Lescott is on somebody's team.
He is not. No,
Yeah, I honestly think he's on somebody's
no,
team.
he's not.
He bloody is.
He's not. Nobody would pick Julian Lescott.
I'm gonna die on air.
He's going to die on air. Another exclusive. Mark O'Callaghan dies on air.
Oh, God.
That'd be brilliant.
This is terrible. I hope I don't give anybody my pox that. Can you give somebody pox through the microphone?
Not through podcast, no. Can we return to a
the
week?
wild card.
A week before.
A
week before
we
New
go back
Year's.
to that.
We got down.
I was
to
13
I was
points
13
ahead.
points ahead. And how
No,
did
I
the
was
Saturday?
13
Yeah, you were
points.
13 points ahead.
Eamon was 13 points
Yeah,
behind.
yeah.
And my team looked brilliant.
It did, yeah. Look,
My team was amazing.
Yeah.
And Eamon's team was a bit, well, as usual, a bit rubbish.
gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Yeah.
But it didn't go so well for me.
No.
It didn't go so well.
The Boydster didn't do
It
it
was
that week.
the Boyd. In fact, Boyd did do it that week. Boyd got a goal that week, but he was on the bench for me. Who did it for you? And who was it that did it? I didn't have Silva on my team, unfortunately. It wasn't the greatest idea.
Oh, Silva kicked
Silva
that.
got a goal and an assist and a 3-point bonus, and you also had Hazard, who got a goal.
Yes.
And I had like Oscar, who played like 10 minutes or something like that.
1 point.
So even though I was 13 points up, Eamon by Saturday evening, Eamon was 4.
No, it was Sunday evening. Sunday
it was
evening, I
Sunday.
was 4 points up.
By Sunday, Eamon was 4
But was there
points
another match
ahead.
on the Monday night by
The
chance?
question is, was there another match?
Was there a match on that Monday night?
Yes, there was another match.
The Monday before New Year's.
The Monday before.
Who was playing?
It
Remind
was-
me. Was it Liverpool and Swansea?
Was it Liverpool or Swansea?
It was
Liverpool and Swansea at Anfield.
Liverpool probably won that match.
The situation there
who
was
left
that,
to play in our two teams?
It was
Eamon had
4-1.
So I was four I was 4 points ahead. of
Eamon
you.
was 4 points
and
up.
I had Boney.
He had Boney.
So
Goals were scored by Sigurdsson, Moreno, 2 by Lalana.
Shut up,
You
bro!
ruined it,
Shut
shut
up, Chris! We're trying to build the tension
It's
here.
exciting.
We're trying to build the tension. You're really,
Not to know that excitement, like.
Come on, all right.
So
Henderson
and
had 2
all I had was a man who never does anything.
By the name of
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
who's
The
had a great
Icelandic-
season.
Have
the
you still got him in
Icelandic
your team?
legend.
Who's
You
had a
still
great
got him
season.
in your team?
So even this,
Stop.
assuming Boney got 2 points, that would be
Oh,
a
Boney
6
had to
point
get-
nil.
even
6
if-
point lead for me. So Sigurdsson needed to score
Sigurdsson had to score.
at half time, 2-0
At
up to
half-time,
Liverpool.
Yeah. It
So
was looking
45
very bad.
minutes.
Liverpool
all I
completely
needed was Liverpool
dominated.
to get a clean sheet.
Liverpool
They're playing at
completely
home and they were
dominated.
kicking ass.
And
well,
I believe it was about the 52nd minute.
I think it was, yeah.
What happened? A cross came in. I believe it was from Routledge. It was headed away by Liverpool player. It could have been touched by Boney. It was so close. It was a hair
So
length
that would have
away.
been a 3 point assist for him.
It was headed down by the Liverpool player onto that man, Gylfi Sigurdsson, who taps it home. Oh my God! I nearly shat myself. I was so excited. It was amazing.
So what
Gylfi
was the
Sigurdsson
state of
got
play
away.
after he scored that
So
goal?
it was
Were you
2-1. It was 2-1 to Liverpool.
And
I had
in the real world of fantasy football.
in fantasy football world, I was 1 point ahead of Eamon. 1 point ahead.
So what did I need to happen then?
Eamon, well, all Eamon needed really was anything from Boney.
Yeah,
Anything
an
from
assist,
Boney.
a goal.
But what happened?
Got nothing.
Nothing.
61st minute. Boney gets substituted. Eamon is fucked.
Then I lost by a fucking point. Apologies.
You're not
I would
allowed to
like
say fuck.
I would like to retract that.
We don't use the bad F word
no,
on this podcast.
I lost by a fecking point.
A fecking point.
Or a fupping point is also
A
acceptable.
fracking point.
A
as they
fracking
say
point.
in
A
Battlestar
fracking point.
Galactica.
Yeah, they're all acceptable. What I said was not acceptable. I'd like to apologise to my esteemed
And
colleagues.
Davies' children. Would you like to
Um,
apologise, Davies' children, for saying fuck to them?
Can we just do it?
Fuck. For anyone who misheard Mark, he said fuck. Sorry, Chris Brown.
I was going to say, we've just passed the 66-minute mark, so
Yeah, and literally nothing has happened.
but we
Nothing's
could just
gonna
do a quick update on those that have clean sheets.
Okay. Oh, good point. Chris Brown.
sheets.
Clean sheet watch.
Because we are
Clean
interested
sheets.
in
Well,
fantasy
we're past
football
60.
points.
We're past 60 minutes. We were not showing much interest at the moment.
Damien Foley would just like
So-
to interject by saying, Mark's descriptive powers are amazing.
It's like
It's like being at the game.
I'd like to
Thank
thank
you
you,
very much,
thank
Damien.
you,
Thank you.
Damien. I think you're a beautiful man as well.
And you're welcome here anytime.
Clean sheet watch.
Digay.
Clean sheets.
Man-
The gay.
man-
The gay.
The
Where's the
gay.
gay?
The
Where
gay.
is he?
He's still has a
We are
clean sheet.
not homophobic.
We're
He
not.
was speaking
No,
about the Man United
just-
goalkeeper.
All right.
Man United goalkeeper.
Other clean sheets.
Stupid Pacillion has got 3
Sunderland-
saves.
Pantamillan has 6 points here.
That means
He's
Chris Smith.
7. He's got a bloody 3 saves as well.
Yay!
Disaster.
Jones, Manchester United, which I happen to have.
Jones can go
Jones.
fuck himself.
No,
I have,
no,
I have
no.
him. I have him 6 points.
Oh,
thank
I
you.
believe we might have a special guest
Callback.
coming into the building.
Special guests.
Callback.
He's probably trying to avoid the
It's
the
Lionel
limelight.
Messi.
Lionel
It's
Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi. Oh, we've got an incoming call. Incoming
We have a
call.
call.
Unknown number. Unknown number.
That's answer the fucking thing.
It's Damien Foley.
It's Damien
Oh
Foley.
my God, it's Damien Foley.
We have a call. Go on speakerphone.
Speakerphone.
Damien.
Hello, Damien. You're
Hello,
on the air.
You're live on the Fairy Fantasy Football.
Fairytale Football.
Fairy
Branding,
Fantasy
branding,
Football.
lads. Fairytale Football.
Don't forget to mute your
stream
Yeah.
because we assume you're still
We have
listening.
many listeners, and Lionel Messi has just arrived here as well.
Yeah, he's taking the weekend off.
It's really hard to hear what you guys are saying.
That's how we like it. That's
We can
safer
hear
that way.
you.
You got to work.
I just want to congratulate you on an amazing podcast.
Thanks,
Well,
bro.
thank you. I feel emotional when you say that.
Yeah, it's going really well. I think I saw a high of 3 listeners.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, technically 7 if we count your kids.
Yeah. Were your kids listening?
I will. I just say the next target has to be more listeners than cast members.
Well,
Okay, that's a bold goal.
We passed this.
What's that?
We technically have passed this threshold already.
Oh, excellent. Well, anyway, lastly, I just want to congratulate on the inspired sponsorship by Porsche.com.
Porsche.com.
Can we cut to the business?
Chadley's on, everyone.
Oh, Chadley's on.
Chadley's on, haha.
Can we cut to the business and find out why you kept Diego Costa?
Yeah, Damien.
What's going
What
on
was
with your
your
team? Your
excuse?
team is a disgrace, Damien.
What's that?
Why did you keep Diego Costa?
Because I thought he was going to get a 1-game ban.
But
You're
you,
an
when you
idiot.
found out last night, you didn't. They announced it yesterday.
You're
They got a
an
3-match game.
Yeah, but then I got lazy.
Lazy.
Lads, this is a disgrace. We don't like people like you who are lazy.
Well,
That's
I don't
terrible.
mind if he's going to be a bit like that
Hold
because
on,
I'm
hold
right
on.
behind
But
you.
if I keep Costa, my callback is going to make up for that.
Callback
Oh, yeah,
has
well,
already actually
well,
given-
6 points.
I don't know.
He's doing well for you.
He's
Yeah.
he's done
He
okay.
is.
Punching less so.
Punching is a bit shit.
Yeah, I know, but like
Oh, shite. Sorry. I meant shite.
Punching is brought to you by the good people at autocomplete.com.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
who are also sponsors, I believe.
Are we synergizing our sponsors? Are we only picking players who are sponsored by our sponsors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we are being sponsored by Autocomplete, aren't we?
That's a product placement right there.
Right, guys, I have to go again.
Okay.
I hope to listen a bit more, but I might be able to. But
You will listen. You will listen.
Thank you for
I
calling
really
in.
want a recording on Monday to listen to it. More.
Make your children listen. We won't say fuck anymore.
We'll make it
won't say
available.
fuck.
We might.
We can't guarantee that.
We can't guarantee
We
that.
do
Mark is
appreciate
out
the
control.
call. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Damien.
Thanks, Damien.
Good luck for the rest of the
Woo,
afternoon.
Damien.
Damien Foley.
Ciao.
We have a special guest here.
Would you like to make?
Would you like to have a comment on how it's gone so far?
Oh, you have a sponsor. A new sponsor.
No
She
comment.
doesn't want to make a
No
comment.
comment. That's fair.
Well, she fears the media.
She'll give the feedback off air, I think, is what she's indicating there.
I think she's making us cake now, which is great. We will have cake corner of the day, probably by about the 90th minute, I hope.
15-minute cake.
That's 15 minutes that she has to make the cake, so she'd want to be getting cracking on that.
It's good to know some members of the panel are still dreaming.
Just to finish on the betting thing,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I did win the bet. Just
Yeah.
let's be clear on that, I did win.
And I did
And,
pay
and Eamon, in all fairness,
With
gave me the
disgruntlement.
€10.
Yeah, I threw it at you.
In as much dignification. as a man with lack of dignity could muster.
Yeah, that's what happens when Mark thinks about what he's trying to say. It comes out
I
as
kind of
a
fell over. That's
ramble,
alright.
Yeah.
That was
Normally,
I'd like
Mark
to tell.
just opens his mouth.
Excuse me,
and stuff comes out.
I'd like to tell the audience that I got an A1 in English. I'm going for Leicester! I'm going for Leicester! Yes!
No, one
You're
goal
shite.
isn't enough.
Man
No!
United have conceded.
Disaster!
That is
Disaster!
terrible news for Chris Brown.
Chris Brown and Eamonn O'Leary are very upset.
There's going to be a lot of teams, so I'm interested to hear from Mark about whether he's going to
opinion.
use his wild card
Mark's
to
expert.
position himself.
I will
away
tell
from this
you,
problem.
now that everybody else has played their wild card, and are you idiots, by the way, I will let you in a little secret. I am going to have a Southampton heavy team.
Southampton.
When
Are you
my
going
wild
to
card
copy
is going
my
to be
players?
played. No, I will only have one Southampton defender,
Okay.
and it will not be one of Eamonn's Southampton defenders.
Are you going to bring in Elia?
I have no comment on that.
We can take that to be a confirmation.
At this point, only myself and Paul Henley have the great on.
I will have only one Chelsea player. I will have.
You're only going to have one Chelsea player?
I will have only one Spurs player.
That's insane. One Chelsea player.
I may be talking out of my arse right now. I think I'm being stalked by somebody who won't tell me what their name is.
That's fine.
Well,
Continue on.
that's common to most stalkers, I'd say.
Yeah. Generally, they don't introduce themselves.
I asked you. I don't know. I don't know who this is.
Read out the bloody message.
Any tips for the Super Bowl?
Any
Question
tips?
mark.
No, we're not
Who's
interested
this
in
fucking
American
Super Bowl?
football.
I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. I'm interested in American football.
It doesn't tell us. It's not very good at telling us how many. It says there's someone elsewhere, but we don't know.
Oh my god.
Someone elsewhere. Is
Well, that's probably
listening.
Chris. That's probably Chris Smith.
Do you ever have the feeling that people are listening in on your conversations?
But they
No
also
one's,
said.
unfortunately, no one's made a comment. So if you're listening,
They also
we'd
said
love you
lots
to make
of
a comment.
Southampton- lots
Please
of
make a
Southampton-
comment. We're
lots of
desperate
Southampton
for
players.
your feedback.
Okay, if anybody's been watching Home and Away, Spencer he got accosted by a predator. He was doing online dating. It was terrible.
Okay, this is the Home and Away slot.
The Home and
for the
Away
week.
slot. I'll tell you what happened last week. Deirdre, if you're listening, you probably saw this. It was a tearjerker.
Can we not talk
Who
about
knows
Home and Away
Spencer?
on the
Okay,
podcast?
there's only 5 minutes to go in the match. We don't have time for Home and Away. We don't have time for Home and Away. There's no cake this week. There'll be cake next time. I'll provide cake next time.
For our one listener.
Another exclusive. Eamonn O'Leary will provide the cake for the next podcast.
there we go.
Yeah. So that's exciting. That's exciting.
Order's been restored. Sugar-free cake.
No, definitely not. There will be
As long as you
sugar.
put a rake of aspartame in it,
Well,
it'll be okay.
aspartame, as they call it. No, it will be sugar full, but it'll be a few weeks' time, so you'll probably be back on sugar at that stage.
So the big mover, Neil, has overtaken Joe as it stands.
Oh my god, the
Oh
battle for
my
8th place
God.
is hotting up.
Oh, I got another message from the mysterious caller who is not Damien Foley.
Definitely not David Foley.
LionelMessi.com. What
Yeah.
happens when are you still listening, Damien?
He's busy.
Do you not have something better to do on a Saturday than
Yeah.
listen to this nonsense?
God almighty.
We have Lionel Messi
The
plus 2
children are
elsewhere.
like, feed me, feed me, feed me. And Damien's like, feck off.
I don't know if we got through it very smoothly though.
Well, that's your fault. Or feckin',
I'm providing you the updates.
we went off the air. We went off the air, like.
Disaster.
You've got one job. You've got one job.
I'm keeping you honest.
I mean, it's typical Australian, like. You know.
Sure you think it's
If
the
you
middle
ask
of the
it,
night,
and
it's
yeah. Why is everything upside down?
He's literally walking around the ceilings.
Back in Australia.
Can I ask you both, what strategies do you have to reel in Paul Henley? Because he is only...
Ha! Obviously, neither of us are going to reel in Paul Hanley.
Look, there's only
It
one
might only
thing that
care.
I'm interested in is beating Mark Hannon this year.
Getting past Damon is all I care about.
He's only
How many
30
points behind me are you,
I'm
by the
miles
way?
behind.
How many points?
You
at the
are-
start of the day?
you are-
Were you 30
we
points
still
behind?
never finished
Eamon
our
is
discussion
73
on the
points
bets.
behind
Yeah,
Chris.
Not really.
I'm 30 points ahead of you. 'cause
Exactly
you're
30
crap.
points ahead.
Yeah.
The way the bets are going to resolve themselves is that Eamon will probably beat me this season for the second half of the season, and I will owe him €10. However, it's almost certain that Man United will finish ahead of Liverpool. Don't you look at me like that. For those listening,
For those listening,
Eamon
what
just
looked
looked
like
at me in a sceptical manner.
like you were an idiot. Did you say?
He looked at me like I was an idiot.
Like you're an idiot.
Eamon, I have a question for you. Given that Mark, Paul and Chris all have pantomime on, Will you bring him in this week?
Oh, there's a question.
Are you going to play defensive?
Eamonn always
are you
does
going
this.
for an alternative?
3-1 Stoke.
Jonathan Walters.
Patrick.
A
Did
hat-trick.
somebody have Jonathan Walters?
Alan Gibson.
Alan the Lunatic Gibson.
Alan Gibson, if you're listening, will you
You've done
please
very
call us?
well.
We'd like to congratulate you on being
On air, we'd like to
Just
say how well you've done.
a
And how
wonderful little slaphead.
how proud we are of your achievements.
You didn't answer the question whether you would bring in Pantomimon.
Well, I
He's
couldn't
avoiding the
possibly
question.
comment on my transfer
Well,
policy.
the problem for Sunderland is that they're... Oh, wait, the Swansea, though. That's actually a great game for Patilmon.
We have a problem with sticking to the topic.
We do,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
home to keep you... Oh.
But we got to roll with the punches, Chris. We can't be
Sunderland
tied
have-
we can't be tied to a format.
Well, then it's
Sunderland's
about time we
fixtures.
remind you Australia is champions of Asia.
Australia are
For
champions
the
of Asia.
7th time on
Yes.
this podcast.
Okay, we got to bluster for another minute.
Bluster for another...
Bluster.
Okay.
Bluster. That's the sound of Mark blustering.
I can't really blow very well. That's what she said.
That's official comment from Mark O'Callaghan.
It's not Damien Foley. Are you sure it's Damien Foley?
Yeah, I'm sure it's David Foley. I just showed you that it's his
Alright,
number
I can confirm the final results as they stand.
as they stand.
Because obviously there's a lot
There
of
is
players
still
to play.
one match to go.
Alan Gibson has played 6 players already, but he
Okay.
has 35 points.
35 points.
Right.
Neil McCluskey has only played 4 players, but still
But he's
has
captain.
35 points. He has played his captain. So they're the leaders. We
Runaway
have
leaders.
Paul Hanley on 31 points.
Oh.
Handy, come on.
Chris Smith just behind him on 27 points. So there hasn't been a lot of ground game. They've both
No.
played 5 players.
Mm.
Following that, I have 25 points. Damien Foley has 25 points. We've both played 5 players.
5 players.
I forgot you. You have 26 points. Mark, you've only played 4 though.
Yeah.
As has Eamonn, but only has 22 points.
Oh. Eamon needs a clean sheet to get level with me.
He does, but
Who
I
we
have 2
missing?
clean sheets.
But
guaranteed.
you have some clean sheets that I'm not going to get, unfortunately.
Your defence is pretty rubbish, isn't it? Message coming through here. Oh my god. Could be the final exclusive
message.
of the day. Chris Smith.
Chris
Mark's
Smith?
mum says his
What?
tea is nearly ready and he has to come home.
Chris, yes, I will be going home shortly enough in order to have my tea.
Yes,
Because
that's
there
true.
hasn't been much
Because
food.
I am not being fed here. Hurry up!
That's an outrageous comment from Mark O'Callaghan.
Aren't you all lucky
here.
boys?
We're
Aren't
Aren't we
working
all
here.
lucky boys? We're being
We're
made
working here.
sandwiches.
Okay, the last result is in. It is 1-0 to Everton.
Ah.
McCluskey's clean sheet is in the
Well done,
bag.
McCluskey.
Nobody else had an Everton player, obviously.
Everton
Obviously.
hasn't scored in 87 minutes.
Well, they scored in the
useless.
3rd minute.
Okay, I'd like to say that I'm very happy with my performance, and I think you'll find that all of my players did something.
And what do we think of the podcast in general?
I think,
Should we go again?
We
want to
Maybe
hear
in
from our
about 3
listeners.
months' time I might do
We want to
another
hear
one.
from our listeners. Should we do this again?
Well, I think that we need a mix of people. Because Eamon's second
There's
in
3
all.
of us
Like,
sitting
Eamon's second. And also, my feedback would be I'd like to have my dinner if I'm going to do the podcast the next time.
And by that you mean you'd like to have dinner provided for you before or
you're
during
about to
or
get
Also,
sandwich, but you're not
also
getting-
podcasts will not only be from Upper Lane, which is extremely awkward for me to
I
get
did
to.
actually offer
Podcasts
you
will
a
also
sandwich
be
at half
presented
time.
by
You said no.
Studio.
Alumni.
the Oven
Studios.
Studio.
Yeah, studios. In a fortnight time. We won't be
Do
broadcasting
you have
next
good
week.
internet out
And if
there?
you think I'm coming in here every week to do this, you've got another big
Well,
coming.
obviously we're not going to.
This is a nice Porsche drive past.
Well, I'm unavailable for at least. the
But
next
I'm
2
willing
game
to
weeks,
make
so,
appearances.
2
I'm
game
willing.
weeks.
I'm definitely willing to
Well,
make.
I think there's. Yeah.
I'm willing to make appearances for future podcasts. That's for sure.
Well, we need to hear from the listeners.
There
We
needs
need
to be
know-
good-
We need listener
needs to be-
feedback
there-
to hone. Like, I know it's pretty much perfect as
There
it is,
has to
but-
be good matches on the Saturday as well. You see.
Not
The
necessarily.
second half there was a bit shite.
No, it was great.
It was a bit slow going.
There was 2 goals.
Yeah, I know.
Sterling scored a goal and feckin' Leicester.
Obviously, the more games, the better. And like the fact that we had only 4
Oh, yeah,
players
right.
played, that's not ideal. But and 3 of them were the same.
We should only be allowed transferring players that are playing on the Saturday.
We will do this again, do you think?
I'm definitely.
Oh,
I'm
it will
on
happen
board.
at some point.
We're
Well, we definitely-
suggesting to the viewers that this
I'm
isn't a
saying-
weekly thing that they can tune into.
We-
It will be happening again.
It will happen.
definitely.
It will happen
definitely.
again. No doubt it will happen again.
I think we've
But
stereotyped.
we have to have we have to have, like, we need Chris Smith sitting in here with his knowledge.
Yeah.
We need Damien Foley here. Well, it needs
Smithy
to
calling
be.
in with his knowledge. We need somebody
Release
who
a live
can
feed
spew
from the
nonsense
BBC.
for 2 hours. So that's what Damien Foley is going to specialize.
Do we think
That's the thing,
Aguero is going to score a goal tonight?
No.
Because that is
No.
a big.
Aguero will not
That
score
is
a
a
goal.
big thing.
Aguero will not score a goal tonight. You heard it here first.
That's another exclusive. That's a law.
Eamon has Aguero.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, but I have Giroud.
Nah.
Don't you? That's what he'd do because he's
That's
French. Ooh la la.
Mark, would you like to
1
give
minute.
some French?
One
before
minute
we
to
go?
go.
Parlez français.
Last minute.
Yeah.
This is the 1 minute.
For our
Je
French
veux
listeners.
dire que
Are we gonna sing?
je suis désolé.
Okay.
We're gonna sing
Alright,
our way
we're
out
gonna
to
we're
it.
gonna sing our way out.
Just
To the
because
tune
of
of
Fairytale.
Because Aguero is going to score
Australia,
tonight.
of Wall
So we're
Street
going to
Matilda.
sing.
Fairytale of New
You were
York.
handsome.
You're
You
handsome.
were pretty.
No, not that you idiot.
Ready?
Alright.
You're handsome,
You're
you're pretty.
Queen
Queen
of
of
Manchester
Manchester City. When the team finished playing, they cried out for goal.
There was swing.
All the fans they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced on the pitch.
And the boys of the football choir were singing goal assist. And the fans were hanging out for football day.
And that's us done. Hey! What a wonderful
For the rest of the
podcast.
world.
This is the first
For the rest of the
time.
world. Back off, back
Are we
off.
out? Are we out? Are we still
No,
live?
4 seconds and
We're
we're out.
out. And we're out. Hey!
Eamon's a gosh,